Welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about the margin versus severe weather today, and we're going to be talking about upcoming heat coming up soon. So let's get started. We can see this is our severe weather risk for today. We got a margin risk in Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, Kansas. We can see. Then we can see we got a typical thunderstorm risk in Iowa, Wisconsin, Ohio, Indiana. We can see also in Missouri and Oklahoma. Then we got a margin risk in Florida. You can see also on here for today also, guys. So yeah. Move on. So let's go to our hail risk. We got a 5% hail risk in Missouri, Kansas, Illinois. We can see also on here too, and Wisconsin too. Then we got a 2% tornado risk in Kansas. We can see also on here in Missouri, guys. Also, we can see we got a severe weather risk for. Then we got a 5% wind risk for Florida. You can see Iowa, Missouri, a little of Iowa maybe. We can see also a 5% wind risk for Illinois, Wisconsin, we can see Indiana, and Kansas and Missouri and Florida. You can see on here too, guys. So we got that on there. All right, we can see we got Tuesday around 1 p.m. We can see we can have maybe some rain in Florida. We can see maybe some storms also. Then we can see some rain in Wisconsin and Iowa too. On here we can see also, guys, and some rain in Michigan and upper Michigan Peninsula. We can see on here, and some rain in Minnesota too. Also, we can see on here, guys. Then we can see Tuesday 3 p.m. we can have some maybe storms in Florida. We can see some spots. And we got maybe some line of storms forming in Illinois. We can see also on here, guys. Also, and some rain up in Michigan. We can see also, and maybe some snow up in Canada. We can see also on here, guys. Also, we can see we got some rain in Wisconsin and Michigan too. You can see on here, guys. Also, so yeah. Then you can see Tuesday, 6 p.m. comes around, we can see. We got a line of storms forming in Illinois, we can see. And maybe some storms in northern Florida. We can see also. We get some rain in Michigan, we can see also on here too, guys. Then some rain maybe in Georgia also. You can see and maybe some rain in Mississippi, everybody too. We see on here too. We got some rain in Minnesota, Wisconsin, we can see also on here too. Then we can see Tuesday, 8 p.m. we can see we got some storms in Indiana, Illinois. This is our radar projections. And we can see some maybe storms in Florida too on here, guys. Some rain in Georgia also. You can see some rain in Ohio too, maybe also on here. There may be some pop-up storm in Texas we can see also, and maybe a storm in Kansas and Missouri too. Also, you can see on here too, guys. Tuesday, 9 p.m. we can see we still got some rain in Florida. Got some rain in storms in Indiana and Illinois and Missouri maybe too. You can see on here also, guys. There may be a pop-up storm in maybe Michigan we can see. There may be rain in PA and maybe even little New York too also, guys. Alright, Tuesday, 10 p.m. we can see we got a line of storms with some severe thunderstorms potentially here. You can see also for Tuesday. At 10 p.m. we can see got some rain in Florida, got some rain in Michigan, got some rain in Wisconsin too, in Minnesota also on here too, guys. Tuesday, 11 p.m. we can see our line of storms in Indiana and even a little of Ohio too, Illinois. Some storms in Florida we can see also too. Some rain in Minnesota, Wisconsin too. By Wednesday at midnight, we can see we still got some storms in Ohio. You can see western Ohio, Indiana. We can see Illinois. We got some rain in Florida, northern Florida. We can see maybe some moderate rain in some spots. Some rain in maybe PA and New York. We can see maybe some rain over in Oregon. We can see also some rain in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Then Wednesday at 1 a.m. we can see the storms start weakening in western Ohio. We can see around 1 a.m. on Wednesday we can see rain in Indiana, rain in Florida we can see also on here. By Wednesday 3 a.m. we can see our storms are pretty much gone in Ohio. We just got rain at this point. We can see in a lot of places. There may be some rain in northern Florida. You can see also on here too, guys. And maybe some rain in PA in New York. We can see also, guys. So that's going to be it for pretty much the severe weather talk today. So we're going to talk about our coming up heat coming this weekend for a lot of places in this week for some places too. Also, we're gonna have a bit of talk about the warmer. So let's get to that. All right, you guys. So we're gonna be talking about something else now. We're gonna be talking about our heat in California, Arizona. You can see in Utah a little too. Also in Texas too. We're gonna be talking about our heat. We're gonna be talking about a lot of heat in other places, a couple places after that too. So let's get started with this. So this is Tuesday at 10 a.m. Well, not that. This is 7 a.m. That's 10 a.m. for me. 7 a.m. for them in Arizona. This is for them over 7 a.m. Pacific. You can see. So 7 a.m. Pacific. We have 76 in Las Vegas. Arizona, we can have 80s. We can see also at 7 a.m. also, guys, too. We can see it's going to get a lot warmer than this. Nevada in the 60s, Utah in the 60s, too. Then we can see by 11 a.m. on Tuesday, we already have 100 in Arizona. We can see 90s in California, almost 100 in Las Vegas. We can see also Utah in the 80s, Colorado in the 80s, Texas in the 80s, Utah in the 80s also on here. Idaho in the 80s, Wyoming in the 70s, Oregon in the 70s too, Washington in the 70s too, also on here. You can see also, guys. Then Tuesday by 2 p.m. we can have, like, for me this is 5 p.m. This is 2 p.m. for the over here. So we can see we can have 105 in some places of Arizona. 98 in California, 100 in some spots, Vegas 103 we can see. Also parts of Utah in the 90s, parts of Texas in the 90s too, parts of Arizona in the 90s too, and see Colorado in the 70s and 80s, and Wyoming in the 70s too. Also on here we can see, guys, also. So yeah. Then we can see this is 5 p.m. on Tuesday, everyone. So for no one just to get confused, this is like my time zone. We can see it's going to show it as that local time zone. Yeah, that's my time zone. It's because I'm on Eastern time zone. It's going to have that. Yeah, this is actually 5 p.m. Everyone, 5 p.m. We got 105 in Arizona, 100 in Nevada, 90s in California. We can see also. In Utah in the 90s, Colorado in the 70s, Wyoming in the 70s, Texas in the 90s, we can see also. Then we can see by 9 p.m. on Tuesday, we can see we have still 90s in Arizona, 90s in California, we can see Nevada too also. Colorado in the 60s, we can see in Nebraska in the 50s, and Texas in the 70s. Then we got Wednesday, we can see at 6 a.m. we can see we got 70s in Nevada, 70s in Arizona, Arizona in the 70s, New Mexico in the 70s, Colorado in the 40s, and Wyoming in the 40s. We can see also. All right, so for Wednesday, we don't get as warm. We still have some warm temperatures in some places. Wednesday, we can have maybe a highest of 102 in some places. We can see Texas in the 90s too. Also in New Mexico in the 90s too, and Utah in the 80s too. Colorado in the 80s, Wyoming in the 80s, Montana in the 80s too. Also, we can see. Also, due to our central region, so we can see this is Wednesday 4 p.m. We can see for Texas we got 101 in some parts of Texas. You can see also on here 80s up in South Dakota, Wyoming, maybe in the 80s and maybe in 90s, potentially Montana maybe have some 90s too for Wednesday, and Iowa some 70s, and Arkansas almost in the higher 80s. All right, so this is you can see for Thursday we got more heat on the way. We can see to around 1 p.m. on Thursday we can have 90s in Texas, 90s in Kansas. We can see also on here 80s in Colorado. You can see also on here too, and maybe some even 100 and even Texas. Then this is let's go to hold on. And we can see 5 p.m. on Thursday. We can have 105 in parts of Texas. We can see Kansas in the 90s. We can see also. And we can see Oklahoma in the 90s, Missouri in the 70s. You can see also on here Arkansas in the 80s, even Arizona. We can have 100s again in some spots. You can see Nebraska in the 70s and 80s too on here also. We can see, guys. All right, we can see we got Thursday at 9 p.m. We can see we got 90s in Texas, 80s in Oklahoma. We can see 80s in Kansas at Thursday at 9 p.m. We can see Louisiana in the 70s. We can see Arkansas in the 70s on Thursday at 9 p.m. We can see Colorado in the 70s, New Mexico in the 70s and the 80s. We can see also Phoenix in the 90s, Arizona in the 90s too. In Iowa in the higher 60s, and Nebraska in the 60s and 70s. We can see also. All right, so this is off. We're going in the Friday now. We can see Friday afternoon around 4 p.m. We can have 105 in some parts of Texas, 106, 107 we can see in some parts of Texas. Also Kansas, Oklahoma we have 105 in one spot, 101 in parts of Kansas. We can see Kansas in the 90s. See Texas in the 90s too. See Iowa in the 80s too. Illinois in the 70s too also. All right, so we can see for Saturday. All right, for Saturday morning, see around 1 a.m. we can see 80s in Texas, but this could change a bit before then. We're just looking ahead. We can see right now 80s in Texas, 70s in Kansas. We can see 60s in Iowa. We can see also on here 70s in Arkansas, 70s in Tennessee. Then we can see for Saturday afternoon. Let's move to our east region too. We can see we have a lot of warm air we can see coming. We can see 90s in Missouri, 90s in Arkansas, 90s in Kentucky and Tennessee. We can see 90s in North Carolina, Ohio. We're in the mid 70s. We can see Illinois even in the 80s. In Indiana, we can see Iowa. We're in the 80s. PA, we're in the 70s too. New York, we're in the 70s. New England states, we're in the 70s too. You see also, yeah, guys, look at all this warm air coming in. Then let's go to then we can see Sunday's gonna be warm too. We can have 90s again on Sunday in a lot of places. We can see also for Sunday, May 17th, but this could change a bit before then. This probably will adjust a little bit, just a bit before then. So this is just like what we can see in the next 5-6 days here. We can see a lot warmer air coming in. See 90s in South Carolina, 90s in North Carolina. So let's look above average. We're going to be in some of these places also for this time of year. So let's look at that. All right, so this is how above average we're going to be in some places today. We can see Tuesday, May 12th at 5 p.m. Tuesday, May 12th. Let's see. Okay, so we can see this is around 2 o'clock in the Pacific time. We can see 5 p.m. my time. This is 2 p.m. Pacific. We can see 27 degrees above average in Oregon, 28 degrees above average in Idaho, 30 degrees above average. You can see in Nevada, 24 degrees above average. In Utah, it's about 22 degrees, 25 degrees above average. Colorado, about 25 degrees above average too. We can see also on here too. So move along. So then we can see our above average temperatures shift this way. We can see more toward Montana, Wyoming. We can see about 27 to 30 degrees above average in some places. Then we have 14 degrees below average in Washington. We can see also. We can see in Idaho 19 degrees above average. Colorado about 20 degrees above average too. You can see. All right, so then our above average temperatures you can see shift more. We still have above average temperatures in the west, but not as much as before. So let's move to our central region. So this is Thursday. We can see around in the afternoon hours. We can see also we got 18 degrees above average in Kansas. We can see Nebraska about 14 degrees above average too. South Dakota about 11 degrees above average too. North Dakota 10 degrees above average. You can see in parts of Colorado about 15 degrees above average. In Texas maybe around 18 to 17, like the 20 degrees above average in some spots. We can see in northern Texas too. So let's move on. All right, we can see for Friday at 5 p.m. We can see for this area. So this could change a bit before then. We can see this might be a little bit different on this date, but this is just a projection. We can see heat in the future forecast here above average. Texas we're about 25 degrees above average. Oklahoma we're 25 degrees above average. You can see in some places. Nebraska about 20 degrees above average. Iowa about 19 degrees above average in some spots too on here. We can see Minnesota about 10 degrees above average. Wisconsin 11 degrees above average. Arkansas 14. We see in Missouri 16 degrees above average. In Colorado 14. We can see in Wyoming 15 degrees above average, South Dakota 11 degrees above average, and we can see Arkansas about 14 degrees above average too, and Wisconsin 11. All right, let's move on to Saturday, everybody. So Saturday's looking different for everywhere. Saturday at around 2 p.m. Let's go to 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. we can see some places are probably below average. You can tell here in some of these blues. This probably usually means like a storm in some of these places. This can indicate because you can see it's the other part of Iowa we have 16 degrees above average and the other part 4 degrees below average. This indicates some like storms and rain somewhere in here. You can see 15 degrees above average in Wisconsin, 20 degrees average in about Texas. We can see 17 degrees above average in Kansas. We can see also. All right, for Sunday, you can see our temperatures are 14 degrees above average in some places, and we can see below average temperatures in Montana, everybody. But this could change a bit before then. Just showing you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed today. I see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe to the notification bell. Never miss a video like this, guys. Okay, guys, I see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.